But before I end the show tonight, I have some more bad news for those living in England. The UK is set to be on course to be one of the saddest places to live. Stay with me and I'll tell you why. But I'll have to rewind a bit. This is a report from nearly a decade ago. It describes the United Kingdom as one of the best places to live and work. Its quality of life, education, sense of community, environment, healthcare services, all these made it a paradise for most. I'm not saying this. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or the OECD, said it. For years, the British have been perceived as excellent in communication, language, at times over-polite and discreet, friendly. Clean air and water was everywhere. Earlier, surveys showed that the British had faith in their public institutions, in their democracy, a fondness for their monarchy. People were content, satisfied. All this was recorded in surveys, but from decades ago. All in all, England was loved by tourists and immigrants for its happy, peace-loving environment. Cut to 2023, take a look at these scenes. There's anger on the streets of London. There is frustration, there is acrimony. It's a season of strikes in England, so much so there's a strike calendar in the UK. Nurses, ambulance drivers, bus drivers, highway workers, teachers, the border force, university staff, Royal Mail workers, they're all going on strikes. They're demanding more pay. They're sick of the cost of living crisis which has crippled the economy. Remember, these services form the backbone of any country. They ensure smooth functioning during calm and chaos. Imagine if there is an emergency, a medical emergency, a natural disaster, an accident. What happens then? It's a scary thought. This cost of living crisis is creating friction not just between the government and trade unions, but also between couples. Take a look at this headline now. Divorce rates in the United Kingdom are set to hit a 50-year high. British couples are unhappy. In fact, this is the most unhappy they've ever been since records even began. Skyrocketing inflation has turned bedroom banter to raging arguments. They're unhappy because of the cost of happiness. It has gone up. Living standards have taken a dive. Romantic night outs are too expensive. PwC, or PricewaterhouseCoopers, says that real wages in Britain will return to levels last seen in 2006, and that's this year. The great British dream is crashing, and with that, so are house prices. Add higher taxes to the heap of troubles, and you'll find there's plenty of bitterness in the air. Reminder tonight, I hope Prince Harry is listening, because today no one is believing him. Just like they didn't believe the boy who cried wolf, and the reasons are not too different. Harry wants us to believe things that are extremely hard to digest. Some are laughable. Others will make you spit out your morning coffee. Many are dangerous allegations. But here we are, talking about them. The world is hooked on to a cheesy soap opera with dramatic plot lines. So grab your popcorn, because tonight I want to introduce you to the actors of this not-so-Shakespearean tragedy. Harry's story is slapped on the headlines across the world. I'm sure you've seen them. And why wouldn't they be? The story has drama, imagination, stage sorrow, famous names. It even involves interacting with the dead. It also involves killing terrorists in a battlefield, fighting for his wife's honor. It's like a Bollywood movie commanding suspension of disbelief. Throw in a few action sequences and you may just have this year's first blockbuster hit. In his